Alright, we come back with a second video of the day as we really plan to go to what we call a marathon of videos. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys and where you watching us from? Ryan Giggs has gone ahead to back the Qataris over Sheik Jassim when it comes to the takeover of Manchester United. As I told you last time when I brought you a story about the takeover, that the Glazers are not ready to put United off the market. They might keep it up on the market for some long time, but they are going to sell because of what is surrounding the financial factors at Manchester United. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And Erik ten Hag while in Holland, because this entire week there is no training at Carrington, he sent all those players that never went for the international duty on a break and is in Holland for a certain festival with McLaren, and he has gone ahead and obviously spoken to the people down there. And to ESPN, they've gone ahead to ask him questions about Man United, and he obviously came up through to obviously see what is going to happen in there for you, and I'm going to let you know what is going to say. And obviously Hannibal is one of those players of Man United that is really a hot cake. A new bid has been rejected by a team coming in from Turkey that wanted to sign the 18, I think is now 20, 19-20, I think is between 19 and 20 year old Tunisian international that obviously over the week, I think in the midweek, brought in a corner and it resulted into a goal, and the assist went to Hannibal Mejabri. Now, we thank God for the gift of life and Allah, and here we come in peace to obviously bring you the latest news and information about Manchester United. Remember, on this channel we 100% do Manchester United stories. That is it. So, as it stands, it's all about United and what is going in through as far as things are really concerned. We're here to bring you this news, and let's see close to 300 likes smash on this video, and continue to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in on a daily. And let's start it off with Ryan Giggs. After commenting about the Sancho situation at Man United, he was asked on choosing between Sheik Jassim Al Thani and Sheik Jassim. He said, the one who will make the difference and invest significantly, it looks like Sheik Jassim Al Thani will be the one who will invest the most money and own the club 100%. Now, you know, we've been fighting this battle alone, and the media, especially the English media, was so much trying to obviously play a sympathy card for Sheik Jassim and obviously refer Sheik Jassim Al Thani and the Qataris as people who don't have money, and he doesn't have money to buy the club of Man United. It's the Qatar Investment Authority that wants to sign Man United. They said lots of things, and finally they've gotten to know the real meaning of this. And if a legend like Gary Neville comes out and obviously puts this story in the limelight, it shows you exactly where we are right now as a club of Manchester United when it comes to who is supposed to be the best new owner of the club. That is it. Because if you look at their offers, you know, Sheik Jassim Al Thani has gone ahead and promised us that he's going to pay a debt close to 1 billion, because the debt of United is now 900 million pounds, close to $1 billion. And trust me, by the end of this season, we might hit 1 billion, because in the January transfer window we're not going to be having money to invest, and the Glazers will obviously go ahead and obviously borrow some money, because Erik ten Hag will require some investment depending on how the team will be looking like. So after that, he has gone ahead to promise to build us a stadium, a new art state of a stadium. He's gone ahead to promise that to Man United. Investment, you know, the new facilities for the club of Manchester United. If you're a person who doesn't really know what a stadium brings to the club of Manchester in a new state of art and facilities, let me give you an example. Now, United can really have a stadium that can accommodate 200,000 people. That is it. And if at all that stadium is built, then that means a lot of money is going to be coming in through from the match going funds, because you know that every income that they spend inside the stadium goes to the club, the drinks, the eats, the jerseys, everything, you know. And why am I telling you that United can really have a stadium that seats 200,000 people? Because season the usual, what can I even term it like, the season the annual season ticket holders applications that United received last season were, before the end of last season, where they were how many? They were 150,000, right? So if I told you you're having 150,000, you know, 150,000 people, applicants for the season tickets of United, that means there are these ones, there is some 50,000 who will obviously want to buy those tickets, and they are not seasonal. That is it. So that means you can build a stadium of 200,000 people. So if we can obviously extend our stadium to like 120, that means we're going to have to double the income, meaning that we'll be having a lot of money to spend, because we're having fans all over the world that really support us. Then, for the facilities and the stadium, I read a statement that Gabriel Jesus made as to why he came to Arsenal. One of the big factors was all about the stadium of Arsenal and how the stadium really looked. So if you're told you're having new facilities that are really modern, new technology, that means you're going to attract more people. He also talked about investment, like buying players. You know, a team like United can obviously get money from that side and really see ourselves invest close to £1 billion in purchasing quality players. You know, imagine if I told Sheik Jassim had bought Man United in March and we had gone in for Jude Bellingham. You know, Kim Min-jae would have been here. Harry Kane, Rasmus Højlund would have been here. Andrew Onana would have been here, right? So we wouldn't have been going through all what we're going in through. Would have been a better side when it comes to obviously playing the game of football. Would have gone ahead to give Erik ten Hag what he wants and obviously see ourselves go to where we want to be, because this is the man who will come in through and obviously embrace what a football team is supposed to be all about. But Sir Jim Ratcliffe, he doesn't guarantee you a stadium. He doesn't guarantee you improving facilities. You know, he's buying the club on debt again, because the money is going to use to buy Man United is also going to obviously borrow it. So he's not going to take us that debt burden of 900 million pounds, because those 900 million pounds affect us in the financial fair play, because some money that comes in through is used to facilitate the loan that the Glazers bought us on, that accumulated from 500 million, you know, to where it is right about now. So that's why any elite talking legend of United should really give green light to the Qataris, and that is Sir Jim Ratcliffe. So for Ryan Giggs, talking about investment, we need investment. Erik ten Hag needs investment, because also Ten Hag said that if I told you to compete with the likes of City, you need to be having heavy investment, and that is one of those things that you are not guaranteed from Sir Jim Ratcliffe. So he has gone ahead and obviously backed Qataris to take over Man United over Sir Jim Ratcliffe, and that is some good news. We need more of these legends, like you saw Rio Ferdinand coming out and obviously show his side that he's a Qatari. Gary Neville's not going ahead to say his side, but his words showed it that he wants Sir Jim Ratcliffe to come in through an English native. But where the club is, it needs facilitation, it needs money to take us where we deserve to be as the club of Manchester United. That is it. I know some people will say that these are the kind of players they talked about, that the Qataris have gone ahead to obviously talk to them and obviously give them money to obviously influence their takeover of the club. But this is obviously evidence that almost the lion's share of the percentage of the club of Man United supporters want Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the Qataris to come in through and take over, other than Sir Jim Ratcliffe, because Sir Jim Ratcliffe went in bed with the Glazers and wants to keep them around. Can you imagine? How can we allow him to obviously keep them around, yet we want the Glazers out? if at all his plan was to see to it that the Glazers really get out and he comes in through, would have gone ahead to bear with that, because you've seen Stanley Kroenke at Arsenal. He has gone ahead to do certain things that are obviously better, you know, than the previous owners of Arsenal. So, but to do all what he's doing at Arsenal, he had to first get almost 100% ownership of the club, and that's what Sir Jim Ratcliffe really wants. Sheikh Jassim Al Thani wants. He wants to take 100% ownership of the club of Manchester United. That is it. Now, after that, let's go to the story coming in from Erik ten Hag. While in Netherlands, he talked to the ESPN, and this is what he had to say about the club of Manchester United. He said, I have an extremely talented team, and it's great to work with this team. Manchester United is one of the biggest clubs in the world, if not the biggest. It's wonderful, and we are doing everything to bring United in its place. So, he knows the place of Man United. He knows where we belong and where we're supposed to be, and he's having an extremely talented squad. When he talks about the extremely talented squad, I know most of you will ask yourself, is he really sane? Obviously, he's sane, because if you have Andrew Onana, you know, Sofiane Amrabat, Rasmus Højlund into your squad added there, those are really good additions according to me. So to me, I see to it that if at all we can have a fully fit squad, we can go and even collect points away from home, something that we didn't do for the whole of last season, especially when you're playing these big six teams, meaning that we can go and obviously cause trembling to the other teams. But the problem is, even Sofiane Amrabat would have gone ahead to give us some good activity in that midfield, has gone ahead to obviously get an injury, and we're waiting for an assessment very soon from the club of Manchester United. So we wait and see how that really pans out. But Erik ten Hag is all praise for his team. Now, Erik ten Hag has also gone ahead and said Manchester is a great city. English football, the Premier League, is on a high standard. You are challenged to the maximum every day. It's a gift, and I enjoy it immensely. That is Erik ten Hag for you. So he is all praised of the high standard in the Premier League, and I think he's the right man to take us to everywhere. That's why some people are really furious on me on this channel, because I've gone ahead to back the manager ahead of Jadon Sancho. And guys, if at all you want to see any of your team prosper, never allow player power to succumb your manager. Never allow your manager to succumb to player power. Never allow it. Never allow it in life, because if at all you do give it a go, then you're obviously going to cause what we call a lot of trouble when it comes to that. So to my own understanding, I believe it's really going to where we want it to be, and Erik ten Hag is winning this battle, and he is really loving what he's seeing at the club of Manchester United. And I think if at all every season he can get 200 million pounds to spend and some 30-40 million pounds to spend the January transfer, that is like 250 million pounds, then he will be good to go to obviously take us to where we deserve to be as a club of Manchester United. Then let's talk a little bit of Hannibal. Right, Hannibal is a player that's going to have to play for Manchester United, and Ten Hag looks like he doesn't want him to go. And Manchester United recently rejected a loan inquiry from Besiktas for Hannibal. The Turkish transfer window doesn't close until the 15th of September, so there is still a chance they can make an offer. So Rick Frey, coming in from the Manchester Evening News close to Man United, has gone ahead and obviously told us the story that United are still hesitant to let Hannibal leave. Obviously, Ten Hag believes that when he kept Kobe Menu at the club of Man United for one season, he obviously made his breakthrough into the first team. And I think he has the same in the mind of Hannibal, because Hannibal looks like he's ready for the physical battle. His height, his talent is really undoubted, and keeping him around the first team will obviously make him a better player, and he is going to be a United player. And he sat him down and told him that better renew your contract at Man United. Let's give you an improved contract at the club of Man United. Stay around. We are having very many games to play. We are obviously going to find yourselves getting a go in certain games, because you see injuries are not doing us great, and you're obviously going to be with us and learn lots of things. So guys, what are your thoughts about Ryan Giggs backing Qataris over Sir Jim Ratcliffe. I don't know what your thoughts are really about that. Then come on and tell me what you think about Eric Ten Hag commenting about United and how talented his team is. He never talked about Jadon Sancho. I don't know why, but you can tell me what you think about it. And lastly, Hannibal offer to Besiktas has been rejected by Manchester United. Guys, aside that for now, see you later, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. The Muslim viewers and subscribers, Barakallahu fikum, smash the like button close to 300 times, and don't forget to subscribe because we want to hit our new milestone that is close to 16,000, is it 17,000 subscribers? I'm out.